when I was in my courtship process, I had a friend who was going through a divorce, and and we were like, oh, you guys seem picture perfect. What's going on? And it took her a while to tell us. She was like, whatever, whatever. And then she finally told us that it was intimacy issues, that they'd never consummated their marriage. And this is like 8 months into their marriage, and like she had expressed interest, she had made advances, and he kept shutting her down and telling her things like this and that, whatever. And so essentially they were living as roommates. They ended up started sleeping in separate beds and just each living their own separate lives. And it was really an eye opener for me, because I had been that little good Muslim girl, and I had never talked about intimacy with anyone, let alone a strange man. And when we were in our courtship process, my now husband, but then strange man, was like, I do want us to talk about intimacy. And I was like, what? Like, no, we don't need to talk about that. There's nothing to talk about. We don't need to talk about that. And he was like, eventually, like, because we were going through questions. He's like, eventually I want to, I'm putting that on the list of topics. And I was like, oh my God, like, you're not going to talk about that. And then my friend is getting a divorce because of intimacy. I was like, oh my God, we have to talk about this.
These things happen at the right time. So this is another really good point, because, I want to talk about this for a minute. A lot of young women in the Muslim community are taught, it's not appropriate to talk about those things or think about those things. And I don't really know what the conversation is on the men's side, but it seems that a lot of male or young Muslim men, they kind of grow up with a really unrealistic worldview on intimacy, So we've got like the good little Muslim girl that has never talked about it with anyone, right? Who doesn't want to talk about it. And then we've got the Muslim man that made it, maybe has even had experiences, right? And so I love that your book gives, again, permission for these two young people to have, or old people, depends, right? Have the opportunity to just say, look, I've never talked about this before, but I know a condition of marriage is having kids, so we're probably going to have to talk about this,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.